Hey guys, this is Dave,
This is Mike.
and we're the Game & Watch Bros. Hey guys.
Welcome back, y'all.
So today we are doing some Throwback Thursday for Final Fantasy VII.
Gotta love that Throwback Thursday.
Absolutely. Now for those of you who haven't been keeping up with the series, why not?
Right.
For those of you who haven't been keeping up with the series, it's alright, we'll do you a solid. Click up in their top right hand corner where we'll have a card for you. Just click on that, it'll take you back to the beginning of the series. And you can enjoy this like the rest of us. For those who have been keeping up and don't remember, or for those who don't care to keep up, just checking us out. Well, thank you for just checking us out. But in this video, we are doing some adventures, some quests, side quests, if you will. I guess it's not really side quest.
Right, it's necessary for the bromance stuff.
Right. But we are doing some questing, if you will, to gather some feminine products. And no, that's not what it sounds like. We're talking about girly dress stuff.
Right, not feminine hygiene product.
Right, exactly. So we got a dress. We picked up a diamond tiara. And I believe that's it, right?
Probably.
So what we're doing now is we are in kind of a... I don't know what to call this place. It's a club where we will be getting panties. You heard that right, folks. Panties for our main character. It doesn't actually... There was a glitch in the coding for the game. It's supposed to give you an addition to being picked by the Don
Cornholio.
if you get the panties, but there was a glitch, so you don't actually get any benefit to them. But me and Mike are kind of completionists, so that's why we are here. There's also another item that we'll be picking up here after we go through this little talking scene with way too many guys in a very tiny hot tub. Where
Honestly, 2 guys is way too many in a tiny hot tub.
Right, absolutely.
There's like 12.
Especially considering in this hot tub, quote unquote, they are quote unquote bathing.
That's like the Greek bathing.
Right, absolutely. So, once we go through this little talk scene, we will get the sexy panties, I believe.
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. But we will get underwear for the cross-dressing scene. Yep, you just saw it there. What we're going to do next is we will be going to get makeup done. Now, the makeup is another thing that gives you a bonus to being picked by the Don. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, you'll see it here in a minute. Here in a couple of minutes. We'll explain to you as we get there.
Yep.
But if you go to this third bee woman, she will offer to put makeup on you. And it's actually a RNG on how much additional it gives you. Okay, you heard that ding there at the end? That means that we got +1. Now there's 3 different types of dings. You're going to either hear ding, 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 or ding, ding, ding. If you get the 1, you get +1. If you hear the 2, you get +3. And if you hear the 3, you get +5 to being picked by the Don. Unfortunately, we just got the 1. I'll be honest with you. Every time I've played through, I've never gotten anything more than the 1 ding. But, yeah. So we got all the optional stuff we can get. So what we're going to do is come back. We're going to try on our brand new dress. We did make a mistake at the beginning, so we got the satin dress instead of the silk dress, I think is the one we wanted to get.
All right.
But, you know, I firmly believe with the makeup and all the other primo items we've gotten will still be picked by the Don.
Should be.
Should be, right? Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and try on the dress, find out that it's not complete because we need the wig, which we'll go get that. I usually obliterate at that, so that's not a problem. We'll get the wig, put that on, and then go get picked by the Dawn. So that's where we are now. Please sit back, enjoy. We'll try to explain what choices we make when we make them. So yeah. You know, it's very funny. The scene of this mark is kind of dreary, kind of down in the dumps.
Right.
But the music is kind of like an upper beat music.
Mm-hmm. Very catchy.
Do, 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 do. Here is where we will get the dress. This is kind of a button smashing thing. What are those called? Quick time events.
QT.
Yeah. This is kind of something like that, but not quite. You have to hit buttons in order to do an exercise, to do more exercise than one of the other guys here. And if you do it, you will get the blonde wig, I believe.
Yeah.
And then if you tie with the guy, then you get the brunette wig. And then if you lose to the guy, you will get just a wig. And when you check the description of the wig, it's funny. In other words, it's disgusting. Again, the wig gives you +1. The brunette wig gives you +3, and the blonde wig gives you +5. So yeah, you know, why does Cloud need a wig? Couldn't he just straighten out all the spikes and, you know, do like a comb over type thing?
I don't know. I think his spikes are all being held in with like cement glue or something.
Which brings me to my next question. How much do you think Cloud spends on hair gel a week?
A lot.
Now, with that all explained, we're going to go change into our dress. Then we're going to go to the Dawns. There's going to be some talking where we meet Tifa. We kind of introduce Cloud and Aerith and Tifa. And then there's some more talking, and then it's time for the Dawn to choose. So while we are doing all of this, running around and changing and talking, I do have to bring up something. Camelot 331 released a new video not too long ago about more stories from his GameStop days. And apparently, now this is not me saying so, because I'm going to be honest with you. You know, now that I think about it, a majority of the GameStops I do go into are white employees. Can you ever think of a time you've gone into a GameStop where there's diverse employees?
You know, I don't know. I don't think I've ever noticed, but
I mean, I can definitely tell you when I walk into a GameStop, I hardly ever see a woman working there, and if so, it's like a 1-to-5 ratio. Like,
yeah, definitely.
It's 1 woman and 5 guys, which, you know, I didn't think was that unusual, because, and it's not true, but it really is the stereotype that women gamers are like the unicorn of gamers.
Yeah.
Where there's
much talk about, but very rarely seen.
Exactly. You know, and I mean, it can't be true. I'm sure women love gaming as much as guys do. But I'm getting off topic. Anyways, the reason I brought this all up is because Camelot brought a new video out where he was talking about his DM, which is a district manager, for those of you who don't know.
That's not Dungeon Master.
Right. A district manager is usually the manager over several stores. So you've got your employee, and then you've got your assistant manager, and then you've got your manager, who all reside in a store. Then you've got a district manager who is the store manager's boss, essentially, of several stores. And he was telling the story about how his district manager refused to hire minorities. And
that's messed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Where he refused to hire minorities. He even told his managers not to hire minorities. Camelot, who was a store manager at a point, had hired a African American gentleman, and he said that the guy was great, one of the best employees he had. But his district manager, every time he called, would say, "Hey, did you fire that boy yet?" You know, trying to be derogative.
That's jacked up.
Or watch your inventory very closely because he's going to steal from you. You know, a bunch of stereotypical stuff. So, of course, Camelot's like, no, I'm not going to fire this guy. And, you know, the district manager finally got annoyed because Camelot didn't fire this guy and just walked in and fired him. So, of course, Camelot thought he was just racist towards African Americans. Well, he then proceeded not too long after to hire a Hispanic gentleman who, again, was a great employee, very customer-centric. Now, granted, the gentleman did do a no-no, and I'll get into that here in a minute. But, again, was a great employee, very customer-centric. His customers liked him. Camelot liked him. Just a really good guy. And the district manager, again, whenever he called, "Hey, did you check inventory lately? We know that, you know, that Mexican's stealing from you." And he's like, no, it's not. Well, again, the district manager getting upset. Now, here is the part where I was talking about where the Don is going to choose one of the quote-unquote girls. If we did everything right, he should choose Cloud. And that's what all the points I was talking about. These points will help him determine who he's going to take. And, yep, right here. He just chose Cloud.
Which says something about him as a person.
Right. I don't care how much makeup you throw on it. You still look like a dude.
Right.
All right. But anyways, to go back to my story, the gentleman started looking over the records really, really thoroughly. The district manager, and found out that the Hispanic gentleman was, whenever someone was short $1 or $2, he would go in, find some random person's game card. What are those called?
The
Power-up cards.
Yeah, power-up rewards.
And would use that for the discount. So that people who could barely just miss in the game would be able to buy the game, which is, if you ask me, very customer-centric, very good as a customer service rep. And as a business aspect, I completely understand how that's against policy. Because why buy the card if you could just use someone else who had bought it?
Right.
You know, essentially it's stealing. But I don't believe it's a terminatable offense, much less what they did to this poor guy. Not only did they terminate him for stealing from the company, but in the state that they were in, a felony of theft is $1,000. So the district manager went back and looked at all the transactions that this guy had done, and any time a power-up rewards card was used, even if it was legit, he said that that was the instance of the employee doing it.
So that more than... Yeah,
added up to $1,100.
Ouch.
So not only did this guy get fired, but he also went to court and got a felony for felony theft.
That sucks.
Because even knowing everyone hearing this story knows for a fact he didn't do it for $1,100. But the district manager is that racist that he racked it all up and hit this guy as hard as he could.
That's crazy.
So I think we're going to go ahead and call the playthrough because we're going to be dropping to the boss here soon. I do want to thank you for playing with us, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Hey guys, this is Dave.
This is Mike.
And we're the Game & Watch Bros.
Thanks for hanging with the Game & Watch Bros.
And if you like what you saw, hit like, subscribe, that little bell, and if you have a comment, leave it below.